Into match number 2 we go now, over in Group B with Croatia taking on Albania. Of course, last chance saloon for both of these two sides. Must win territory already. Who's going to come out on top? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folk, back once again with another video. Today is all about Group B, and it's a big one, as both defeated sides in match number 1 are coming at you head to bloody head. Who's going to come out on top with, of course, an important win? We'll take a little look in a second. Big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash that subscribe. Of course, your one-stop shop for Euro 2024 is right here under one roof. Of course, Croatia had a really difficult encounter against the Spanish on opening day. This game, of course, a lot more hope and optimism is on it, and Albania will look to this as a big opportunity for a win themselves. Of course, we'll get into that in just a second. Of course, 50 likes if you can for the preview. That will be absolutely fantastic. So let's take a look then at the match itself. It does take place this coming, I'm telling you now, Wednesday the 19th of January. When I just say January, I mean June. Okay, it's Croatia. It's Group D runners-up way back when, 21st of November 2023. 6 times they've been here in the past. Zlato Dalic is your manager, with Mateo Kovacic, your star man as well. Group B for me is the venue right here, right now. And at the start of the tournament, Croatia had odds at 9-2 to win the group. Of course, to qualify, 10-3 on, and they had odds as short as 40-1 to lift the trophy. Those odds have now stretched to 50-1 after that performance. My expectation was a last 16 berth for Croatia, and we'll see if they can get to that shortly. Of course, opening day defeat with a 3-0 loss to Spain was not the starter they were looking for. This is the main opportunity now for Croatia. Win this one, get the 3 points against Albania, and then they can go into the Italian game with a little bit of confidence, and then maybe scalp a point or 2 or 3 even to maybe even challenge for top 2 at the moment. But Spain right now put a statement of intent for the watching nations in this group. They look good against Croatia, and Croatia were just a little bit undercooked for this one. So let's take a look at the key personnel that we'll be relying on for Croatia to come out of this. Of course, Gvardiol, Modric, some familiar faces, Brozovic as well. They've got some key individuals, and again, you can make a quality starting 11 from this team here. It's just if they were all fit and available and ready to go. Let's take a look at my starting 11 for Croatia for this game, and it's coming at the shape of this. We've got Lukovic, Gvardiol, Erlic, Sotalo, Stanslic, Perisic, Brozovic, Kovacic, Modric, Meja, and Budimir up top. That's my 11 for this game, of course, but standing in the way will be Albania. That's right. They're coming at you with a little bit of a spring in their step. I know they lost to Italy, but they gave them a fright, and they were definitely in that game to the bitter end. Of course, that's the optimistic side of you for Albania, and they'll come into this with the hope that they can get something out of this game, and a draw is their most difficult and painful result. A draw would probably eliminate both of these nations on the grand scheme of things, so that's what you don't want. Anyway, Group E winners, Albania, way back when. They secured their spot on the 17th of November 2023. They've only been here once in the past. Silvino, of course, the manager, the star man, Armando Broja. They are in Group B, of course, 25-1 to win that group, 11-4 to qualify to win the trophy. At the start of the tournament, they were 500-1, and that, of course, odds remains the same. My expectation was a group stage exit, and I've said this till I'm blue in the face. If you were to put this Albanian nation in a Group E or a Group F or even a Group C, then you could make a last 16 team out of this one. They're just so unlucky to get this type of group. It's tasty. It's really, really nasty. And I want to say another thing about Albania. They did not look out of place against Italy. They were not the minnows that I thought they were. They made Italy look pretty woeful, to be fair. So they commented this, though, on the back of that 2-1 loss to Italy. Of course, looking at this game against Croatia on the 19th of June. Of course, they'll wrap it up with a match against Spain on the 24th of June, but currently they find themselves third ahead of Croatia on goal difference. Let's take a look at the key personnel then for Albania. A lot reliant on the captain there, Barat Dimitrescu, Armando Broja as well, and the likes of Laci, Mijash, and Berisha between the sticks. Of course, those are some of the familiar faces. What about, of course, the starting 11? Well, this is mine. Berisha between the sticks, Hajasic, Dimitrici, Elshmalji, Balu, Laci, Ramadani, Alshlani, Badrami, Broja, and Asani up top. Everybody knows that. It's my Albanian starting 11, of course. Let me know your starting 11 as we look forward to this game, of course. But, they will be locking horns at Volkspark Stadion over in Hamburg on the 19th of June. Zlato Dalic up against Slovenia in the dugouts. They've never met in international football, according to my data. But Croatia coming into this on 83% form for them at the moment, with that just one defeat in the last 6 matches. Albania, 42% form for them at the moment. A couple of wins out of the last six games. But right now, this, of course, is unknown territory as we head into it. The bookies, before the tournament, 25-12 for Croatia to victory, 25-12 on. 31-10 is your draw here. 6-1 is your long shots. It is Albania. The public vote, again, back in Croatia, 78% of the vote. 15% have gone with Albania, and just 7% have gone with the draw. That's right. And of course, a draw is the result we don't really want here for both nations, because I'd like to see one of these nations make it to the last 16. Ideally, I'd like to see both, but I don't see a world or a scenario at the moment where that happens. Of course, so a draw would eliminate you pretty much. It would leave you with both a point, and then, of course, Croatia have to take on Spain, and then Albania. Croatia will have to take on Italy, and then Albania will have to take on Spain, and those are very difficult matches. And the best you're looking at for that is another draw, which will put you on 2 points, and that does not put you in the shop window for that last 16 berth. So a win here is vital for both sets of fans, and of course the nations here. I am backing a 2-1 win for Croatia. That's no disrespect to Albania. I think they'll give them a good game, and I think we could have a real cracker on our hands because of the spiciness or of the bottom line of this game. You win this, and you put yourself in that consideration for a final 16 berth. So big reward here for a victory. Must not lose game. I've been hyping this one up for a long time in this group. So Croatia for me to nick it, 2-1 win. They'll be there or thereabouts at the end of it in the last 16 as well. So good chance for them. Albania will have it all to do in a difficult match up against Spain in the final one. But until then, subscribe, smash the like, 50 likes if you can. Do you agree or disagree with my 2-1 prediction? Let me know down below. But until then, we are done.